Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast, and happy 4th of July weekend as we move into a holiday weekend. My name is Todd Derby, along with my co-host, James Mason. James, how are you doing today?
Todd, good morning. I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
Doing well. I'm fighting a little cold, but looking forward to a 3-day weekend to enjoy some barbecue and some family time and a little downtime.
Very nice, very nice.
You have any big plans for the weekend?
Nope.
Well, let's hop right into it then today. There's a ticker I want to bring up that we've talked about in the past, and I think there's a good story, a good reminder for our members, is ticker GTT.
Yes. So I guess I'll go ahead and start up if you would like, Todd. So GTT, if y'all remember, months ago I was hardcore bullish on it. And I mean, I dug into this company, everything. I don't want to say everything looked great because I knew it wasn't great, but they had some significant catalysts in the pipeline then. And there were a few issues that started to arise as I kept scaling in and trying to get more of a foothold into this trade. And as time started going on, things started to seem very fishy. And it got really fishy when I was able to move 40,000 shares and buy and sell with entire blocks. So if I wanted to buy 40,000 shares or sell 40,000 shares, I would literally click 40,000 and it would print on the tab. Oh, I mean, not the tab, the tape, 40,000.
And you, just real quick for our members,
Mm-hmm.
You made a video of that's out there on our YouTube channel where you can literally see it live where you did this.
Yes. Yeah, I was actually had a few $1,000s in profit, and I sacrificed all of it just to prove this point. And I mean, that might seem kind of silly to a lot of people, but it is what it is. I ain't trying to get into all that, but anyways, I was able to move 40,000 shares multiple times and it not even influence level 2, which indicated to me, that their stock was extremely diluted. Now, just because you can, print 40,000 shares on the tape, that doesn't mean that it's diluted or anything like that. But when you can do it over and over and over and over, yes. And when it doesn't even influence the level 2 after doing it multiple times, like within a minute, yes, something is up. And that's what really started sketching me out. So when I talked to their investors relationship department, I could tell that their CFO, she was basically just lying to me. And at first she started off saying how they needed to amend all of their old filings because they haven't actually filed in a while. And, this is stuff that I already knew. And with this deal that they had on the horizon to sell the vision of their company for $1.2 billion, it only made sense that for them to be able to sell it, that they get compliant. And as I was talking to her, she was bringing up to me how they needed to go back and amend everything to make everything accurate. When I started giving her the hard questions, asking specifically, what the share structure was, she couldn't answer it at all. Now, when you're the CFO of a company, you know what your share structure is. And then she turned around and told me to go look at their last filings, which were already a year and a half old. They hadn't filed in that long. And I'm just like, the same filings that you just said needed to be amended for accuracy. And that was it for me. That's when I pulled the plug on it. I got out. GTT, and let me share my screen really quick. GTT, it did kind of keep playing around and pull back slightly, but then, for whatever reason, it shot up. Hit a high of like this says 475. I mean, I don't know if it done anything in the pre-market that day or not, but right here, at least on TradingView's daily chart, it says hit a high of 475. And if anybody was holding this, you would have got extremely lucky at this point, and hopefully you would have got out. And if you're still holding on to this thing right now, man,
I hope none of our listeners are still holding it.
I hope not.
Like bad luck.
Yeah, to hold on to it after all those red flags and not get out with this massive opportunity right here, that would just be ludicrous to have not locked it in. You know, if you're not moving your stops up, that would be insane. But today, finally hit them. They get that delisting notification. Now, a delisting notification doesn't necessarily scare me from a trade, from a stock or anything like that. If it was a biopharmaceutical company, I actually wouldn't care. I would wait to see where it would drop down to and see where it's bottom out at, and I would keep scaling in. Now, that is me just generally saying that. In order for me to do that, I would have to know if there's a catalyst or not. So the catalyst being in the pipeline is always a huge factor in these trades. And that is why I lean towards these biopharmaceutical companies more so over everything else, every other sector in the market. But for instance, right here with GTT Communications, none of their filings made sense. Their share structure didn't make sense. Getting in and out of the trade didn't make sense, which is how it flowed. And then they finally got hit with their notice of delisting. So, man, with this scenario for GTT, it's going to be detrimental. So if you are still holding this turd right here, whatever you want to call it, I have no idea why, but you probably need to start looking to get out of this damn thing. So that is a GTT. Be careful, guys.
That was our hot news this morning. Looking at the market right now, the futures are up 61 points. SPY's up at $1.24. Probably with the news, the jobs report was over 800,000 jobs increase, and they were expecting around 720. So, what do you think of the market today? It looks like we're in a positive with some good news, and the numbers reflect that right now, James.
I think with that report, it will make today extremely bullish. But day before a holiday, man, there's always making me skeptical. And I don't know. I really don't like to trade, honestly, on the days before holidays, especially trading option contracts. Forget that mess.
And if you do trade, I'm going to say this is like it's so obvious, but I want to say it out loud for people listening. There's nothing wrong with sizing down.
No, not at all.
Size down. If you really find an A setup that you really like, A+ setup, there's nothing wrong with sizing down and being careful, because sometimes the day before holidays or heading to 3-day weekends, the market is a little goofy.
Yeah. So another one that I do just want to kind of bring up really, really quickly. Ticker SPCE. This is Virgin Galactic. And you can see right now, pre-market, we are up to 52.98. So this little dashed line right here. We're potentially going to test these highs right here. And if you guys remember from a while back, Virgin Galactic is one of those companies that it's actually one of the few companies that I'm long-term bullish on. I 100% believe that Virgin Galactic will be the equivalent to what Tesla is today in the future within 5 years. And you guys will probably hear me talking about this thing for the next 5 years. So just wanted to kind of highlight that for a moment. This is something, honestly, like if you're not in it already, The next breakout would be above 62.76. Now, Sir Richard will be taking that flight here soon. Goodbye. Virgin Galactic might pull back. Let's just say.
In my news feed this morning, I saw there was actually an article about he's claiming, or his desire is to beat Bezos into space. So I don't know if that's what's having any positive reaction in the market, but that was a press release that was out there today in my news feed. Did you say your mind's blown, or are you emphasizing something else? The answer is probably yes.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about ticker ITRM. Ticker we talked about a few days ago, and it's one of the bio stocks. The FDA flagged them for deficiencies in one of their applications, which is bad news. If you can't fill out your paperwork properly and submit your data, I haven't dug into it. That's just the headline of the news, and the ticker took a big drop today. Now, I'll tell you, sometimes the FDA will flag something like that, and it will take a hit, but it's just a minor detail. So I haven't dug into this yet personally, and I'll do that here in a little bit later today. But sometimes this offers a good chance to average down or scale down or cut bait and move on. You want to look at the technical side there, James, real quick?
Yes, sir. So for ticker ITRM, last update for shares short, we'll just round it up to 4 million shares being short, 2.26% of the float. Shares outstanding, 179.2 million shares outstanding in the float, 176.2 million. And like Todd just updated everyone on that news, this thing, man, it's going to be a little rough. I'd say usually when they have to resubmit something to the FDA, it probably takes about a month at least for them to say anything else on it. So for ticker ITRM, this is one that we'll have to start looking at again, probably about 3 to 4 weeks from now, if you're still in it. So that is what I see for ticker ITRM. Let me run through the comments really quickly.
Good morning to our partner, Jonathan Walker. I see you made a little donation to our coffee cup this morning, James.
Oh, Johnny, thank you. Let's see.
Slow morning for tickers.
Yeah.
Maybe some people are having a 4-day weekend.
All right. Well, let's see. Here's one. Well, we'll hit this one real quick. Ticker APTY. Let's see what we got going on here. It's OTC.
Go ahead, say it.
Trash. Complete trash. It doesn't matter any dilution. It wouldn't matter if Elon Musk was the freaking CEO of this company. It's trash. It's a pump and dump. It's OTC.
This mysterious MM shows up on our feed for the first time, and he brings us an OTC penny stock.
I know.
Literally, 1 penny.
Like, guys, you have to watch out. You have to watch out trading OTC. Like, if you trade OTC, like, man, it's known for those people to mysteriously just catch herpes. That's what happens when you trade OTC. Watch out for it.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
This show might be R-rated.
or we might get delisted.
Yeah, I know. Someone mentioned, I saw in the comments, when I say someone, I know who. I try to refrain from dropping names, but a member mentioned in comments the other day in Facebook that their child watches us. And I was like, oh my God, like your child watches us? Man, like I'm not trying to be a role model.
Oh.
Well, guys, it is Friday. We got about 12 minutes till the bell. Other than that, things are kind of slow, and it's a holiday weekend. So that's going to spell either a low volume in the market today or extreme volatility. And with both of those, be safe, especially if you're trading options. Man, that kills options so bad. But other than that, Todd, that's all I have for this week. Do you have anything else?
No, have a good weekend. And again, it looks like, just be smart about the market. It's better to have a bull day and where you're being safe versus having a red day and trying to be safe. So I think that is positive. But enjoy your holiday weekend, and we'll see you Tuesday morning. We're not here Monday. Reminder, we'll see you Tuesday morning, July 5th.
All right, guys. Trade safe, trade smart, and we will catch y'all later.